just between us, the Breezy.
Before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe,
And hit that notification button. Now let's get started.
So the question is, from a woman's perspective, from a wife's perspective, when your husband is out working 6-7 days a week, 60 hours a week, there's a sacrifice that comes with it, right? There's a sacrifice to the family. There's a sacrifice that comes to your relationship.
Yeah.
When you're younger, that's what we tend to do. Well, that's what a lot of guys tend to do.
Yeah.
I can speak from experience. And it comes at a cost because your kids miss you and the wife carries a lot of the burden. But then as they get older and they start to see the benefits of it, because now family's able to do certain things that they probably wouldn't be able to do had you not made those sacrifices. You look and say, all right, cool, I got them to a certain place, but then you did miss certain things.
Yeah.
But then they were able to do certain things because you made those sacrifices. What's your feeling on that?
Well, I genuinely agree and disagree to it, and this is why. Like, I respect the hustle of men. I respect the grind that men have, especially in their younger ages, trying to build. But when you have a family, there's that balance that has to be met. And I think that part of what we deal with is the fact of what we think that we need to have at that particular moment and the value that we place on that compared to the understanding of what you really need in your marriage or in your relationship, but especially as a parent.
Yeah, I agree. And as a husband and as a father, it was tough being away 7 days a week, working 7 days a week and working all those hours, because I wanted to do those things with you guys. But I understood the bigger picture, right? There was a bigger goal at play. And getting through it, I don't want to say the sacrifice justifies the ends, but it's understandable now, right? It's understandable because I could have taken the opposite approach where I didn't put in the extra time, I didn't put in the extra hours, and had a lot more hands-on time. But then my kids they would have a lot less opportunities than I was able to provide.
I get what you're saying. I do. But I think, in addition to what you're saying,
Thank you.
is loud cars. In addition to that is the understanding of your spouse or the mother in the situation, right? Is that we're building something you're building something. You're building our financial wealth, or even if we're working together, we're building that, right? We're building that's going to take care of us. But then you have, usually, not always, usually you have the mother who is building the foundation of the family. That is the legacy of what you're coming to take care of, right? Okay. And so, so for example, right? Our children need their fathers. All children need their fathers. And when the father is constantly working and too exhausted to have quality time, I'm not even saying quantity at this moment, quality time with their children and their family, normally it starts a rift between the father and the mother, because now you're in a situation where the mom may be seeing that the child is saddened because the dad's not having as much time with the child and investing that time. And we're blessed now that we invested it in our children. But there was a time when you were gone all the time, and that weight was on me. And the kids are asking, does he want to be around? And that's not where you want to be as a father, is where your kids are asking, does he even want to be around me?
Yeah, so it's tough. And, I feel for any young father. I feel for any young husband, because those decisions have to be made, and you have to be on the same page with the person that you're with so that they understand it and they can help you work through it and help the family understand it and work through it as well, so that there's no resentment. Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree that a lot of the burden falls on the wife or the mother at the house as the husband's out working. And I do feel for the kids who feel like, well, my dad doesn't really want to be around, or does he just like work more? And it's not until they start to get older that they realize that my dad was sacrificing for me. Right? And so you made a good point that it's about the quality. So when you do get a chance to spend time with them when you're not working, it can't be just like I used to do when I was younger. I had to learn that I had to show a lot of compassion, I had to show a lot of patience, and had to give them a lot of attention because they missed that. They actually wanted to be around me, which is a beautiful thing. Which is a beautiful thing. So, yeah, so I'm hoping that my kids, they understand it. I think they have, and we've had conversations about it over the years as they got older. And as I changed, as I started to understand what they needed, as I started to understand what they needed, and I can actually say, as they're older now, we're in a really good place because they saw the sacrifices, and we're in a really good place as a couple because we endured the sacrifices and we're able to see the benefits of those sacrifices.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that the children will grow up and see the sacrifices as they become older. I would add to that those conversations need to be had, and those conversations need to be followed up with the quality time that's valuable. Like just telling a child, I have to work to put a roof over your head, to make sure you have clothes. Children aren't thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're going out and hanging out with your friends because you need a moment to relax after work or something, which I agree, everybody needs that time, but you're doing that, but you're too tired to hang out with them, they don't see it that way. So what are you really working for? Just for my clothes? I'd rather you stay home and I don't have extra this or that, and I actually have your time and your moment with me. So finding the balance of saying, okay, what do we actually need and what is it worth to me? And how much of me am I wanting to give to my family so that they know that they're important? Because at the end of the day, stuff goes. Everything goes. But that time investment, that lasts forever. That's so palatable, right? And so we have grown children now, and we can see that we went through that stage where you were.
We have grown terrorists now.
Yeah, we have grown
with baby terrorists.
With baby terrorists. I'm done.
Yeah, I totally agree. And one thing I was blessed enough to be able to do was go to my kids' cheerleading competitions, took the time off to do that, coach my son in basketball, watch my daughter play soccer, coach her in soccer and t-ball, where they just act like little idiots anyway, but that's a whole nother thing, right? But that quality time was put in. Right? So the same way I was able to sacrifice the time working, I made the time to put into those things that they were very interested in. And they showed that, well, it showed to them that my dad cares about what I'm doing.
So, looking in, it's having transparent conversations. It's reevaluating what is actually important, right? We're able to be where we are and have less of everything right now, but our quality of time together has been great, and that's what our children need. They need to know that their fathers want to be with them, that their fathers are there for them and love them, not just because they're providing for them, but because they actually just want to be around them because they enjoy their time together. So enjoy your time together. Make sure that matters, that your children see you enjoying your time and having fun with them. Don't bring them somewhere and just sit in the back and let them go jump, go do this. No, have that time with them and they'll be done. They won't want to talk to you. Trust me, when they turn teenagers, they may not want to talk to you. Get it in, so they will. I hope that was helpful for you guys. And if it wasn't, I don't think you were listening very well. I'm just joking. But before you get off, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. Stay up to date with just the Breezys. Yeah.